in Washington, President Trump inviting seven freed Israeli hostages to meet at the White House. The meeting follows Eli Sharabi's testimony of his time in Hamas captivity, capturing international attention. Tensions, however, are still high in the Middle East. Israel saying it's ready to proceed to a second phase of the ceasefire deal, only if Hamas is ready to release more than 59 hostages it is still holding. NewsNation's Alina Shirazi is in Washington. What more can you tell us, Alina, about this meeting and what we can anticipate?
Yeah, Marni, 7 hostages, as you mentioned there, that were freed from Hamas's captivity. They are set to meet with administration officials at the White House today. As you mentioned, a lot of them having a lot of emotional stories. These are the released prisoners on your screens. Eli Sharabi, Duran Steinbrecher, Keith Siegel, Aviva Siegel, Nama Levy, Omer Shemtov, and Yar Horn. They are part of the first phase of the hostage release. But Eli Sharabi, he's been a standout voice representing the hostages so far, in a big part thanks to his emotional account of what he went through. He said in some interviews, 1 minute he had a wife and kids, the next he was tortured and starved, forever separated from his family. Today, they will likely thank White House officials for their roles in mediating the war and committing to bringing all the hostages home, as well as talk about their firsthand experience as prisoners held in Hamas's tunnels. They will likely also push for the White House to bring the rest of the hostages home as well. So we will see what they have to say to administration officials. But that's what we can expect their dialogue to go like. Marni.
Alina, what's the status of the ceasefire negotiations at this point?
That's really a key piece of this here, Marni. Where do we go from here? And that will tell us everything, if and when the rest of these hostages will be able to return home. The second phase of the Israel-Hamas ceasefire has not been negotiated just yet. The first phase did expire on Saturday. We reported on that extensively. In the second phase, Hamas was asked to release dozens of remaining hostages in exchange for an Israeli pullout, as well as a permanent ceasefire. Israeli officials saying, though, on Sunday that they support a proposal to extend the first phase through Passover as well as Ramadan. That's near the end of April, crediting the idea to Trump's Middle East envoy, Steve Witkoff. If that gets the green light, Hamas would have to release half of the hostages on the first day and the rest when a permanent ceasefire agreement would be reached, Marni. So this is certainly a developing story with these negotiations continuing to take place minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.